You're watching Sipping Off the Cuff on TequilaAficionado.com. I'm Alex Perez. I just realized I got all my Dodger gear
Yeah,
on.
I'm Mike
I saw
Morales.
this up on camera,
He looks
but
he looks awesome in his. I thought we were doing Dodger talk or something. Yeah.
This is Dodger Talk on KNX News Radio. No, I just came back from a Dodger game, so I was just, you know what, I'm just going to go on like this.
That's cool. Did we win or
But
lose?
they did win.
Yes.
Yes, against the Braves.
Yeah. Well, if you're watching this, they had a 4-game series, and I think two games ago the Dodgers got spanked, something like 12-2 or something like that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm living in the land of Texas Rangers, but I'm still an Astros fan, because when they were in the National League.
Yeah.
But now that I have MLB.com, I get to watch any game I want all the
Nice.
time.
Nice.
Baseball 24/7. But tonight,
Right.
speaking of Texas, I'm Mike Morales,
Texas.
by the way. I'm here in San Antonio. Tonight, we are going to drink the state of Texas. The good folks at Republic Tequila, the new and improved Republic Tequila, have been nice enough to supply us with the tequila. Now, let me get through some history. At one point, Republic Tequila had two different bottles. Some of you might have, they call this the Texas bottle, which is very, very popular. It's great during Christmas because they have the little minis, and people string them up like Christmas lights. They're cute. The other thing, they used to have another bottle. They called it the Broad Market bottle, which I really enjoyed. It was a nice, elegant bottle with shoulders, and the stopper was a little bit more ornate. And they used to be organic. For those of you who don't know, they went through a couple of iterations, and they moved to a couple of distilleries until because they used to be made at the original La Quemada, which is where the original Four Copas tequila was made. Now they are at. Let me get this information here to you, because this will be a very interesting. They're made, Alex, in the same distillery that Casa Dragones is made. It's Distillería Leiros, and that is the NOM number is 1489. It is the same distillery that makes Don Fermin, which you may or may not have seen here on Tequila Aficionado. And they also make this new one, which we're going to be tasting tomorrow night. It's called Viva 23. See, there's the name right there. Very interesting bottle. So anyway, all of these tequilas are coming out of.
So coming out of the same distillery.
Same distillery. For those of you who have been following Tequila Aficionado, you know that Distillería Leiros is famous for their diffuser, and they make some. Actually, Alex and I have had several tequilas now made with a diffuser, and I would have to say that Leidos makes more. Their tequilas are they're, how should I put this? The last diffused tequila that we had was Cazadores, and we could smell that that the Blanco had been enhanced. It comes out looking and tasting like vodka, so they have to, in the end, at the rectification of the spirit, they add aromas or whatever to make it smell more like agave. And
essence.
Yeah. Now, according to, let me read you some of the information in the back here. So, this is directly off the label that you'll see. Carefully crafted from estate-grown blue agave, which is true. Our ultra premium tequila is distilled using the time-honored traditions of Mexico. The master distiller of Distillería Leiros produce a spirit independent from the rest, aged to perfection on some of the other aged that we'll be going through, worthy of tradition and estate bottled. Um, I'm not sure about the time-honored traditions of Mexico because nowhere in the time-honored traditions of Mexico does a diffuser fit in. If you don't know what a diffuser is, you can read more about it on Tequila Aficionado. Basically, it's as big as a train, and depending on who is using it and how they're using it, it either shreds agave before baking, and then they take the pulp and everything else and bake that in autoclaves. Some of them profess to use the hot water, which they use to extract the juice. Others claim that they use acid. Having spoken to the folks at Republic Tequila when they were nice enough to drop these off to me, they repute that, and the distillery does also. You can look them up on YouTube. They have their own YouTube channel, and I think we even have on Tequila Aficionado, we have their YouTube commercial of Distillería Leidos. It's safer. They claim sustainability because they don't, they treat the vinazas, and
which is the waste.
Yeah, which is the waste, and they use that fiber. They use whatever leftover fiber. They use it as fertilizer. There's a lot of controversy with those tequilas, but tonight we're going to tell you what it tastes like. And having had the original, and Alex also years ago had an original Republic Tequila when it was organic. As a matter of fact, it was last time Alex and I did a show, or I did a show. It was in the organic category. So Alex is using a Glencairn. I'm using a Riedel, and it's clean. It's pristine.
It's got a nice, brilliant, clear color to it.
Yes.
So they say they're using continuous column distillation.
Right. If you're familiar with diffusers, the same company that makes the diffuser will also, as a package deal, sell you the column stills, which even makes it makes the process way faster than it does with a shredder or even a Tahona, for that matter. I mean, it takes hours to cook, as opposed to several longer hours. And the column distillation just it makes for a much smoother product, let's put it that way, or something akin to agave vodka.
Right, vodka, which is typically vodka. They use these continuous column distillations.
Yeah. And rum does also. The rum distillers also use the column still. I get a lot of citrus on the nose, though, Alex.
Yeah. I'm getting citrus, a little bit of mint.
See, I honestly, if I were to choose between one or the other, I like the nose on this one, because you recall, Alex, when we did Cazadores, the agave aromas were over the top, and this one is more citrusy.
More citrus.
Like you said, some mint.
There's some other maybe botanicals in there.
How does it smell on the out of the Glencairn now? Because you've been using it pretty consistently now.
It's really, I mean, it smells really fresh to me. A lot of citrus coming through. Like I said, I picked out some mint.
There's alcohol at the bottom.
There's some more spices in there too.
Well, let's see what it tastes like. I like the nose on it.
Mm-hmm.
You're right, there is mint. Wow.
So hot on the back end.
Yeah. Wow. You know, and I can't recall. I don't have any Don Fermin Blanco to compare this to. I have the aged versions, but you know, if I were to have to pick which diffuser was better, which product, I like this one better. I do. This one to me, I think now there's a residual bitterness on the sides. At least I'm getting that like on the back of the palate.
You know, this is more of the old school style.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think?
I think so. I think it's very passable.
Citrus. It's got the heat. I do get the briny.
Yeah.
Would you say briny or bitterness? A little briny?
Well, I get bitterness on the sides of my palate, just on the finish, I like that citrus. Whatever they're doing with this, it's like a I don't want to call it a lime zest. It's more like a grapefruit.
No, you're right.
It's more like a grapefruit, I think.
Like a grapefruit finish.
Yeah. See, now this is for what it is. I think it'd be great in a cocktail, personally.
Yeah.
It has a nice medium to long finish. It's got a nice warm fuzzy.
Oh yeah, with that grapefruit finish and the zesty lime in the nose and also on the palate. It's very good.
Yeah.
Not bad.
No, not at all. I think
It's some brightness on the nose too.
Yeah.
Like green olives, like little green olives.
Yeah, there you go. So this would probably stand up to like if you wanted to make a martini out of it or something, pseudo martini.
Oh yeah.
Now, granted, it's not like what it used to be. It's gonna smell and taste way different. La Quemada was in a Matitan, so that whole flavor profile is gone. Even though these are estate grown, the the argument is that the terroir is lost, and chances are it is, but I gotta tell you, man, I like this. I like the nose on this way better, way better. The product is there. The quality of the owner of the distillery, Enrique Legorreta, doesn't hide it. We interviewed him. He doesn't hide behind. Yeah, there's a stigma attached to using a diffuser, but it's the centerpiece of his distillery.
Yeah.
And a lot of people trust him. So, and these guys at Republic Tequila, great guys. They are out there pounding the pavement. Those of you in Texas see them consistently. I mean, Tom Nall is now the principal, and he's out there doing tastings consistently all over Texas. People love him. He's got a great personality, just bigger than life. So
Nice, and they've got some medals. They got a double gold a few years back. They got a silver San Francisco World Spirits. They got a 92 in Ultimate Beverage Challenge. So they've got some awards, man.
yeah, they got now those awards were what dates do you see on those awards?
So that's another thing, yeah. 2014.
Oh wow, okay.
So
Which one? San Francisco?
So 2014 Denver International Spirits.
Okay.
And 2014 San Francisco.
Hey, it's an award winner, folks. That's our take on Republic Tequila Blanco, or Plata as they call it now.
Plata.
Stick with us. We are going to go through the entire iteration of the whole line, the brand new flavor profiles. Honestly, I'm not even sure.
We're staying in Texas.
Yeah, we're staying in Texas. So that's our take on Republic Tequila. I'm Mike Morales here in San Antonio.
And I'm Alex Perez in Southern California. You've been watching Sipping Out the Cuff on TequilaAficionado.com, part of Tequila Aficionado Media. Subscribe too, please, and let us know. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you've got an old bottle laying around.
Yeah.
From one of the other distilleries that you can open and compare these, and you'll see what we're talking about. Yes. Thanks as always. And as we say, sip wisely.